Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Natalie. So it is February 9th, 2016. Woohoo! So I know I haven't posted any videos or done any shit, and I promise I will. It's just very stressful. But, yeah. So I'm in college. I attend a local state university. I dorm here, so I'm not living at home. Um, so things have been really difficult for me for my first semester. Like, struggling with college is very difficult, and this semester I'm hopefully going to do better. But I wanted to talk to y'all, you guys, about Valentine's Day and having Valentines and things like that. I have been single for 3 years on Valentine's Day, and I know it sucks. 19 years being single on Valentine's Day. These past couple of years, I took it harder than most because I was older, and I figured at this point in my life I would have at least one serious relationship, but it hasn't happened yet, so yeah. But the whole reason why I'm doing this is because of Valentine's Day. It's coming up this Sunday. Like this Friday, it's my sister's birthday, so I'm going to give her a little shout out. Happy birthday, Danny! Yay! But quickly to let you guys know, Valentine's Day, although it's supposed to be a holiday meant for love, like, I can't tell you the history behind Valentine's Day, but for people in a relationship, it's really important to them, especially, I think, females harp on it most than guys about being together on Valentine's Day and being with the person you like and blah, blah, blah. But, so being single for Valentine's Day, yes, I know it sucks, I know it hurts, and you're going to think, oh, I'm forever alone. No, like, okay, I know that I'm young and that maybe along the way I will find somebody and and my life will be great and I will find somebody, I'll marry him, I'll have kids, blah, 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 blah. But for those of you who are a little older and still haven't found that person, you have to reflect and think, maybe you shouldn't be putting yourselves out there on display all the time. Like, you shouldn't have to change yourself for somebody else, is what I'm trying to say. Like, in order to find somebody who's going to appreciate you and love you and care about you, like, you have to be yourself, and you have to go out as yourself. You have to dress as yourself. You have to be yourself. You can't dress like somebody else. You can't act like somebody else the first date and then the couple of days, and then all of a sudden, like a year later, you're married to this guy, and they're like, he's changed. She's not the same. He changed. She's not the same. He changed. Not the same. Because that's what's going to happen, is that on the first date, everybody bites their tongue. Because you may want to see this person again, so you want things to work out. When you should really just be, I hate to say it, blunt and honest, because then you actually know if this person is genuinely interested in you. If you are not straightforward with yourself and with the other person, you're going to end up regretting some things because you're going to have things hidden, and it's going to have so much pressure and tension because you don't want to admit yourself or admit to them that there are problems. Hold on, I'm just going to put my phone down really quick. Because I've seen that if you don't... Okay, I get told opposite. Like, you shouldn't be blunt and you shouldn't talk about things with the person on a first date. In order for them to understand who you are and your personality and things like that, you have to be very true to yourself, and sometimes you'll have to be blunt. Don't bite your tongue because you want this to work out. You should say, first out, this is what I'm looking at. This is where I am in my life. I might have some faults. I might be crazy, but you leave it to them to make the answer and to make the effort to be with you. You shouldn't be doing all the work in a relationship. You should be met halfway. And the whole thing about being very blunt and being very, like, I'm not saying bare your whole entire story and your soul out to this person on the first date, but for them to get to feel who you are, act like yourself, act like you would around your friends or something, and just say, look, I know this is a first date, but this is something that's been on my mind, and I think you should know. Tell them, because they are not going to, they might look at you a little funny, but eventually that's going to lead into maybe a meaningful relationship. If you're not honest with the person, especially from the get-go, you're going to have nothing. And I'm saying this because of past experience and going on bad dates, and I'm only 19. I went on a few bad dates, and things never worked out because even though those people were truthful with me, or I was truthful with them, it didn't work because that's how it works. I'm going to tell you a really quick story. Recently, a few months ago, I went out with a boy. Really liked him. He was really sweet. We met up in person. We met online, blah, blah, blah. But the thing was, he was very straightforward with me with saying that he still had feelings for his ex. Although he kissed me and we started going out, we only went on 2 dates in the matter of 3 days. And then for a whole month, we video chatted, we texted, we called, we did a bunch of other things. It was during my winter break. The 2 days before school came back, he told me he was struggling and that he still had feelings for his ex. And I knew from the very beginning that was going to be something tough to work with and tough to even think about, because he told me that I reminded him of her. And I guess that's why it didn't work out, is because I was very similar to her in activities and some of my personality and things like that. And he saw a lot of her from me, and it just hurt him to be with me. And I could understand, because he told me he was still getting over his ex, and his ex and I had a lot in common. And because he was truthful with me, we ended kind of on good terms. It's weird that I still haven't seen him yet, and he goes to my school. But that's a whole other issue. The thing was, although I was upset and I was a little mad, I eventually realized that from the get-go, he was always honest with me, and I was always honest with him, and I said, whatever you decide, it's fine. And I accepted that, and that's why I think you guys need to even say, if there's something you're harping on about, like a past relationship, saying, I just got out of a relationship, or I was in a really serious relationship not too long ago, and I'm still recovering, so can we just take this really slow, or just hang out? Because if you don't say things like that, you're gonna end up just breaking up with the person, and they're gonna be angry and frustrated, and you won't end on good terms. Like, I honestly think not all exes should be friends or something, but I'm saying when you're going out with someone, you want to be on good terms with them even after you break it off, even if it was like he dumped you or something like that. You want to, because that classic line, oh, it's okay if we're friends. Some people see it as a bad thing, but sometimes it's a good thing, because you realize that somebody you used to have a connection with knows you and has your back and knows what's happening, and you can talk to them. Like, I'm friends with one of my exes from high school, my very first serious boyfriend, and I'm still friends with him. I talk to him every once in a while, but I still talk to him because we had a good relationship, and although I was a little upset when we broke up, we still ended on good terms and things like that. Don't let, like, your anger and things prevent you from having, like, I can't even say this right. This video is like, thumbs down, I know. But, because I don't know what to say to you guys, is because I'm single, and I'm not saying that you should listen to me. But what I'm saying is, you need to just be you, and you can't just let everybody tell you who to be, or be what society wants you to be. Like, I know for a fact that I'm not an ideal type of woman now, but back when my mom was a teenager, I would have been able to marry somebody already. But here, guys either have to have pecs, or like they have to be muscular, and they gotta be tall, and they got either have blue eyes or green eyes. They gotta look good. And girls who have to be skinny, but they have to have a big chest and a big butt and big all that. Like, who cares? Like, honestly, I'm thinking to myself, who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares what you look like? Honestly, like, because most people now meet each other online, so they might not even use their real face. So when you meet them in person, you're always disappointed. What the fuck is the difference? I get you got a little catfish, but, like, say if the person says, I'm not what I look like on my picture, because they could be using another picture of themselves. Like a picture that they had when they were, like, looking good and in their prime real estate part. Okay, yeah, they're in their prime real estate. Woohoo! So they lie a little bit about their figure. It doesn't change the person who you're talking to. Because say you're talking to this nice guy online, or this nice person online, and then you meet them in person, they're just this big fat D-bag or a bitch. Okay, this is not the person you've been talking to. They're only saying that stuff to use you. Then you know, get up, walk away. Boom. There you go. But say you were like in a catfish situation and you don't like, what I recommend if you're going to online date somebody, ask if they have a Skype account, FaceTime, or Facebook video chat thing. Because otherwise, you're going to be a little miffed or something. I don't know what the right word is. You're going to be disappointed if you see the real thing, if you've never seen them, like, in computer person. Because when you Skype somebody, they physically have to show you who they are. And they can't hide it behind a picture. You have to say, if you're not going to show me your real face and talk to me, looking to me in my eyes through a computer, then you're not who you're saying you are. And then get off. You give them one chance, and that's it. I've gone on this 13-minute rant, and this is supposed to be make you guys feel better, and not. But I guess getting this is off of my chest because I've seen this happen to so many people, and it's happened to me, and I don't want people to have to go through the same situations and be like, why did no one ever have the guts to say this? Well, here you go. I'm saying it. But, yeah, so hopefully some of you guys who are in relationships and watching this video actually understand some of the advice that I'm giving you, and maybe you'll use it because you're still early on in a relationship versus destroying your entire relationship after so long because you didn't do the right thing. I think my bottom line was saying, be who you are, be truthful, be honest, make sure you use who you really are. Like, show them, this is me. I don't care if you like it or not, but this is who I am, and I'm not going to change it unless I want to. So, I guess that's all I have to say for you guys, but thank you guys for watching, and I hope you like it, and I can't say subscribe because, hell, I need subscribers, but who cares? Honestly, I just hope that maybe in the future, when this video is found, or somebody, like my family, watches this video, they realize that, yeah, I was struggling because I was alone, but I'm okay. And it may not seem like it at that time, but at one point they have to remember, and I have to remember I said this once and I was okay, and I should stick by what I say. And actions do speak louder than words, so that's all I gotta say. But bye, guys, and happy Valentine's Day, I guess.